Hey guys, so in today's video we are going to be going over the top 10 stocks to own during a recession. So if you think there is a recession coming, there are three sectors that you should concentrate your stock portfolio in. And these sectors are consumer defensive, healthcare, and utilities. These companies will, in general, be less affected by a market downturn than other sectors. People are still going to need power and water during a recession. People are still going to need medicine during a recession, and people are still going to need to eat and use paper towels during a recession. And so companies in these three sectors will generally perform better than the overall market during a recession. The 10 stocks that I picked for this video are all out of these three sectors. There are also 4 sectors that you are going to want to avoid if you think there is a recession coming. And these are sectors where they are not necessities, so people won't always be using them. And so these are things like basic materials. There will be less construction going on during a recession because people don't have as much money to spend. Additionally, there is consumer cyclical, which is things like automakers, and those definitely are not going to perform as well during a recession. So you're going to want to avoid stocks like GM and Ford during a recession because GM went bankrupt in 2008, Ford was hammered in 2008. Both of these companies will not perform well at all during a recession. The same goes for airlines. Airlines will definitely struggle during a recession because people aren't going to be traveling as much if there is a recession. And so airlines will not be the way to go because, like I said, they are discretionary purchases. You don't need them if you don't have a lot of excess cash. You're not going to be spending money on a new car. And then there's also financial services. This makes sense because if you don't have a lot of money and you're just getting by and you're unemployed, you're not going to have a lot of money in the bank. And then finally, there is real estate. This is also logical because people are going to be buying less real estate. They're going to be spending less on developing real estate and all of that if there is a recession. People aren't going to be buying homes if they are unemployed and don't have very much discretionary money to spend. So home builders will also be affected quite a bit. So to start, the first company that I recommend to own during a recession is McDonald's. I like McDonald's because they are a very cheap way to buy food. It's not going to be super expensive, and during a recession, people are going to be looking for inexpensive products, and McDonald's provides just that. Additionally, in the 2008 market crash, from its peak to its bottom, McDonald's was only down 14% compared to the S&P 500, which was down around 55%. The second stock to own during a recession is Gilead Sciences. They are in the healthcare sector and they make a treatment for HIV as well as they have a cure for hepatitis C. I like them because no one's going to stop their HIV treatment just because there's a recession that would pretty much kill the person. So there's no way to get around using Gilead's products. If you are sick, you have to use their products, and so it doesn't matter whether it's a recession or whether the economy is booming, Gilead will still be getting business. And then Gilead was also down about 40% during the 2008 crash compared to the market being down about 55%. So then the next company is Procter Gamble. They are a maker of quite a few consumer staples products. I think they own Gillette and some things along those lines, and so people are still going to need to shave and use deodorant and that kind of thing during a recession, and so they should be able to weather a recession quite easily. During the 2008 crash, they were down 36% compared to the market being down 55%. The next company that I think is a strong company to own during a recession is Kraft Heinz company. They are a maker of ketchup from Heinz as well as Kraft has mac and cheese, and they have all sorts of other food products. And since they are a low-cost food manufacturer, people will still be buying their products during a recession because people will always need to eat. They were not around in 2008 because they were a merger between Kraft and Heinz, so I'm not sure what their performance would be like in a recession. But I think that it would definitely perform better than the overall market during a recession. So the fifth company to own during a recession is Walmart. I like Walmart because they are very low cost. People will go to Walmart because all of their products are a lot cheaper than their competitors, and this is ideal in a recession. You want to be getting what you need for the cheapest amount possible, and Walmart will provide just this, so it will be a strong company to own during a recession. Walmart was only down 20% in the 2008 crash from peak to bottom. And then the sixth company to own during a recession is General Mills. Similar to Kraft Heinz, they are a maker of food products. They own quite a few things. They own the Annie's brand, as well as they own Haagen-Dazs and quite a few other things that people are going to eat during a recession, and so they will be a strong company to own if there is a recession. In 2008, they were down only 32% compared to the market being down 55%. And they rebounded very quickly. I think it was like a year or 2 years, and they were already back up to their pre-crash level. And then the seventh stock to own during a recession is Omega Healthcare Investors. They are a REIT that deals in assisted living facilities and nursing homes. And so the reason that they are good during a recession is because people are still going to need to be in nursing homes and assisted living facilities, whether it's a recession or whether the market is going on strong. And so it seems unlikely that they will be overly affected by a market crash unless the market crash is due to the government defaulting on debt and stuff, because the people that Omega Healthcare Investors are leasing buildings to are receiving large payments from Medicaid. And so if the recession is caused by government defaulting on debt, then Omega Healthcare Investors would not be the way to go. But if it's a recession caused by something else and the government is still paying down their debt, then Omega Healthcare Investors should do well during a recession. They were down 42% in 2008, but they recovered pretty quickly, and it's still quite a bit less than the market, which was down 55%. The eighth company to own during a recession is Coke. I think everyone knows what Coke is, but they just make Coke drinks and products like that. And people are still going to be drinking those during a recession. They're not expensive, they taste good, and so Coke shouldn't be too affected by a market crash. They were down only 30% in the 2008 crash. And then the ninth company to own during a recession is Molson Coors Brewing Company. The symbol for them is TAP. I like Molson Coors Brewing Company because they make beer. They have a lot of cheap, inexpensive beers, as well as a lot of brand recognition with their products. And so the combination of them being an alcohol company, which tend to be stable during recessions, and the fact that they have a lot of very cheap beer products, will definitely mean that they will be strong in a recession, because people will keep drinking through a recession. If you're unemployed, you might need to drown your sorrows in a beer. Otherwise, people just really aren't going to cut out drinking because it's only a few dollars and it's not a huge discretionary item. And so the final company to own during a recession is Amgen. They are another healthcare company. They were only down 17% during the 2008 crash, and they are similar to Gilead Sciences. People aren't going to stop using their products just because there's a recession, because they are medical products. People will need them. So they are another strong stock to own during a recession. So these were the 10 stocks that I think are good to own during a recession. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below with the stocks that you guys think will perform better than the market during a recession. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe.